Do you work from home or consider yourself a desk worker? Well, today we're going to go through the top 5 tips for reducing neck pain. So in the recent years, remote work has skyrocketed. And the reality is this: desk workers, they're more commonly injured than even athletes. So this is an important thing to get on top of. One of the most common things we see in our clinic, people coming in with injuries from the neck, upper back, lower back, hips, from sitting at a desk. So while it seems simple, it sure can have an effect on your body. People working from home, you see that spike in people working from a kitchen counter, a bed, maybe a couch, a low couch with a coffee table. With that, studies have been seeing a lot of evidence behind increasing low back pain rates, headache rates, mid and upper back, as well as neck pain. So pretty much everything from the hips up can get into a painful situation when you're working from home in these non-ergonomic positions. Nowadays, the average adult in North America sits for more than half of their waking hours. Of that, you're going to notice that about 80% of our population in North America is going to experience low back pain at some point in their life. So I think this is a pretty important topic for us to take control of today. Further studies are showing that sitting over half of your day can actually increase your likelihood and risk of a heart attack to match that of somebody who smokes on a daily basis. Studies are also showing that there's a decrease in workplace efficiency by 30% when people are working from home versus when they are working back in the office. There's also a 39% reduction in stress from working remotely versus in the office. So take that with what it is. Along with this, you also see an increase in low back pain incidence by 23%, increase in neck pain by 50%, and an increase in headaches by 40%. This study gets a little bit more intricate when you start to look at people who had pre-existing neck pain and low back pain before starting to work from home or before getting into a consistent desk job. So what did it show? Well, those with pre-existing low back pain actually did not have an increased incidence when they were going into a more consistent desk job. But on the other hand, people with pre-existing neck pain actually saw a 50% increase in not only neck pain, but also headaches. That's substantial. So why is it that the neck is the aspect that is most affected when we're in a seated position at work? Well, I mean, I'm sure we've all gotten into the situation where you zone out. You're on work calls, you're doing computer work and assignments. Eventually the head just creeps more and more forward. Next thing you know, we find ourselves in this gremlin or Quasimodo position. Now, what we got to do is unwind that, but how about we try to prevent that first and foremost? So let's go through our top 5 tips to decrease your neck pain when working from home. Number 1, first off the bat here, we got to schedule ourselves 5 to 10 minutes of simple movement every hour. So before even talking about the ergonomics, let's go with the reality that sitting is bad. It's increasing your risk of a heart attack to match that of somebody who smokes. That should be motivation enough to get up. Even if it's just 5 to 10 minutes every hour. Doesn't need to be a HIIT workout or anything, something simple. Schedule that in. Number 2, walk on your lunch. And yeah, this actually means taking your lunch. Something simple here again. You're not needing to go out there and break a sweat, but it's breaking the movement of just sitting, being static, and going into something more dynamic and working on your circulatory system, which is also going to clear your mind. Number 3, okay, how about in between calls, emails, assignments? Reward yourself. Just do a little bit of a walk around the house or around the office. Again, doesn't need to be anything substantial. Maybe at this point you're going, yeah, great tips, but my boss is going to fire me if I keep doing that. I'm taking so much time off work. Well, let's go back up to what we talked about earlier in the studies. We're seeing about a 30% decrease in workplace productivity and efficiency. So take your break, get moving. Your efficiency will skyrocket and spike, and your boss will be happy you did that. Tip number 4, Bruegger's position. This is the most ergonomic position, and we have a whole separate video on that. So please check out the Bruegger's position video. Number 5, some mid-back, upper back, thoracic rolling. Maybe you're going to make this part of that 5 to 10 minutes per hour that I spoke about earlier. Maybe it's at the start and end of your day. Something nice and simple, using a foam roller on your upper mid-back, a peanut ball, a lacrosse ball. Big point there is, again, wherever you start on tension or pain, you want to stay on that movement until the discomfort goes down by half. So that way there's an actual release. Give yourself that moment, a little bit of you time where you can actually focus on breathing, decompressing. Otherwise, next thing you know, you're going to look like Quasimodo. Hope you enjoyed today's session.